Hello and welcome back to Boopolo channel. My name is Pascal. Today I'm going to do a review of this Klein Tools self-adjusting wire stripper. I have a semi-automatic one here that I've been using for several years, and I have reviewed this before. This one you put them in all the different sizes, and it's semi-automatic. This is fully automatic, self-adjusting, and I had my reservations about it before I bought it, but I don't now because I use TTHN cables up to number 8, and I use them, and they have a coating around them, and they're really difficult to strip. Even with pliers manually, but we can strip it with this one, and we're going to test it with TTHN and with the tiniest of wires that I use for electronics. We have wires here that are maybe number 30, AWG30 or something like that. They're so thin that they're really difficult to do with a snips manually. You end up cutting the wire itself. So we will test both of them. I will take it out of the packet first, which I already did, and I will show it to you. There are only 2 adjustments on it. One is for the tension, this one over here. You can play around with that one with the different wires if you like. And then there's this one here for adjusting the length of the wire strip that you want to do. You can move this part here if you're doing lots of wire and you want them all the same lengths, especially if you're doing crimping or something. You will have it set to whatever depth you want the wire to be stripped from. But you can also let the wire pass through and do another one. The wire can pass through here. So we'll just put it on the lowest setting for now, and then we will test it. As I say, it's ratcheting, and you also have a wire cutter on it here as well. When you put the wire in, this one grips first, there's a gripper, and then this one grips. And then when you pull, then this pulls apart. So this AWG here is it's 3.5 millimeter. I think that relates to maybe maybe a number 11 or not number 10. Number 10 is 5.3. But it's quite heavy wire. It's wire that you would use inside for your outlets in your house. I'm going to trim it off here like that. And the wire cutter is very good here on the end. And what we do is we will push this one in to here where we have the marker on it, like there. And we just squeeze it like that, and there we go. You can see the plastic of the TTHN. You can see the plastic here from the TTHN is a little bit not that clean of a cut, but it breaks the plastic away and allows you to cut the PVC insulation of the wire. This plastic gets a little bit deformed, and that is very difficult even using a normal side cutter to do it. I will do it again with this wire, and we can make this one longer. And we will see how it strips. We push it up to the line, up to the thing there, and and there we go. And there is no marks whatsoever on the wire here. The wire is nice, clean cut, and the copper is all perfectly intact, not twisted or anything like that. So that is with heavier type wire. So now I have some automotive wire, which I think is probably number 18 or something like that, or maybe 20. And we will put that in on the same. We're not going to change any settings for tension or anything, and we'll see will that strip it. Oh, that's so simple. And there are no little cuts or damage done to the wire because there is no actual blade as such except for these 2 grippers here. So they don't actually cut it as such, but it is a clean cut right around. And I will do that again. We will cut that off again. Oh, this wire is so easy to cut, of course. And we will keep it on the longer setting. This would be much longer than you would be using for when you were doing crimping. You wouldn't go near as long as this. You might use this to make a loop back through like that. So far so good. Now I'm going down to the minimum. I'm teaching my daughter some electronics, so she's doing LEDs and things like that, and we're using rechargeable lithium batteries for her. So we have these little holders, and that has very, very thin wire on it. So I'm going to cut that off and see will it strip that one, because when she is stripping it herself, she's only 9 years old. When I give her the little snips to it, she cuts the wire itself off sometimes. So we will put this one on. You normally wouldn't do it that long, so I will make it a bit shorter. It's shorter there, yeah, and we'll put it not too short. We'll make it there, and we will see will it strip this minute wire, which is probably AWG maybe 30, and we will push it in here like that, and we will pull and see. And it's perfect. There is no damage done to the wire itself, and it's a reasonably clean cut. It's not 100% sharp all around the edges, but it's perfect, and you know that this is not going to break the wire or pull any strands. As you see here, there are no strands of wire from when I was doing it. This is the one I cut off myself here. I have lots of Klein tools, and I have reviewed many of them in the past, and this self-adjusting wire stripper, which I only bought recently. I bought it myself, and I didn't buy it in the first place because I thought it wouldn't be able to handle the TTHN, which all my house wiring, which I done myself, is, and it does the THN perfectly. This way exceeds my expectation using TTHN, and for the small wires, and it's very, as I said, it's very easy to adjust it. There's not much adjusting. You want to adjust the length of the strip, and that's basically all. If you want to do the tension on it, fine. I didn't have to touch the tension at all. I just turned it a little bit to the right, and it was fine. It says here on the side of here, down here beside the wire cutter, copper only. In other words, you're not to use it to cut tie wire. So that's my short review on the Klein Tools self-adjusting wire stripper, as I call it, fully automatic wire stripper. I'll put a link in the description where I bought it. If you like this video or any of our other videos, please subscribe to our channel.